There we go. Hey everybody out there, I am Casey Ford and welcome to the Shop LC live stream. I've got an amazing collection of men's jewelry today. I'm going to need Elias behind the scenes here to keep me on point because I have a lot to get to. I only have 2 hours of time with you and I know I'm going to go so over the top with so many of these gemstones because I have such a great variety today. We have price points for everybody. We have styles for everybody. We mostly have rings. We also have a few timepieces, a terahertz necklace, a bangle, but for the most part we're talking about some incredible men's rings and I'm so excited to share them. But we're going to kick it off with a certified and appraised Rhapsody Quadruple A Pyrano Lagoon Tourmaline. Lagoon Tourmaline is a relatively recent addition to our collection here at Shop LC. Actually, just last night I was talking to my boss. I'm part of the video content team. I'm usually on that side of the cameras, but I get excited about the jewelry, so I like to come out on this side for the live stream to present some amazing pieces to you, like I am right now. But my boss, just the other day, she was just watching our broadcast, and they had a Lagoon Tourmaline, completely unprompted, didn't ask her what she thought. She was just looking at the monitor and said, man, the Lagoon Tourmaline's beautiful. And it's so rare, you know, when we're surrounded by so much beautiful jewelry like that, to get that unprompted from somebody really means something special. And this particular Lagoon Tourmaline is part of our Rhapsody collection. We have a lot of internal brands here at Shop LC, and the finest of the fine is our Rhapsody collection. Every single piece in our Rhapsody collection is set in 950 platinum. You can see the printing on the band here, PT 950, 950 parts per thousand platinum. You can see the right one, I can't quite, but in the band we also have inscribed Rhapsody. Either way, I'm going to show you a little bit of the sparkle here. Excuse me, I got two different phone cameras I need to show this on. So I put it kind of where you can both hopefully see it. Here we go. But wow, at the center of this we have an octagon cut Lagoon Tourmaline, weighing in at 1.9 carats. That's a very substantial carat weight. And here, look at the gallery view as well on this one. Look at how much platinum you have in that setting. Then you also have diamonds along the edges, flanking your Lagoon Tourmaline on either side. And every single diamond that we place in our Rhapsody collection is EF color, VS clarity. And that's very important because we keep very exacting standards when we put something into our Rhapsody collection. I believe we have some Ileana pieces coming up later on. Ileana pieces are all in 18 karat gold, but Rhapsody means platinum. Rhapsody means the highest quality diamonds that we can get our hands on so that we can put that right onto your hands. And actually, I'm used to showing off that women's jewelry, but now it's all men's jewelry, so I can actually put that on and show it off. And I just love the color of this tourmaline. It's close to an indicolite, but not quite, because then we would call it indicolite, of course. It's probably just a bit of an eyedropper of green in there. That makes it more presentable. This makes it so beautiful. But either way, for being part of our Rhapsody collection, and I hope I don't take them all, and that's exactly what I did. I took down every single appraisal report in one fell swoop. That's okay. I'll get to them in a moment. But here's what's going to be coming with your Lagoon Tourmaline ring, your Accredited Gemological Institute Jewelry ID report. Check that out. You don't have to take my word for it. This backs me up. This is by an independent third-party organization telling you all the information that I just shared, that it's a Lagoon Blue Tourmaline Octagon, free-faceted 1.9 carat quadruple A color, eye clean, excellent cut gemstone at the center with 10 points of diamonds, those 4 round cuts that you can see on either side of your center octagon Lagoon Tourmaline. And as this says, VS clarity, EF color. And here's what's wild about that with diamonds. The diamond color grading begins at D. There is no ABC. It starts right at D. And DEF are considered colorless. That's not just colorless to the eye. That's usually your GHI. DEF color diamonds are, even once you get in there, even once you invade their privacy and get in there with your microscopes, your loupes, your everything, there's not any discoloration to them. Super duper duper high quality. But the really cool thing about your report card here is that bottom number here, your estimated retail replacement value that I'm tapping my thumb on, because that estimated retail replacement value that you're going to want to take to your insurance, that you're going to want to take to anybody, if you want to insure it, if you want to put it in a safe deposit box even, is put at $8,300. But let's get to it, because you are not going to pay that today with Shop LC. Even on a normal day at Shop LC, your price is going to be $4,669.99. But that's not going to happen today, because you are watching the live stream at Shop LC with me, Casey Ford. Follow me on Facebook. If you want to comment in the chat, go ahead and comment in the chat too. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know what you're up to today. I want to know how you're feeling. I want to know if there's any particular pieces of jewelry that you want me to make sure that I get around to. We've got a full table of jewelry today, so it's going to be a bit of a struggle, even with my motor mouth, to get to everything. But anyways, when you shop during the live stream, you get additional savings. When you check out from our website, you're going to put in the discount code LIVE25. And when you use that discount code, you're going to get an additional 25% off. I feel like I did the math wrong, but I know I didn't. So that's going to take the final price from $4,669.99 all the way down to $3,502.49.
Correct.
So to get that down to about $3,500 for platinum, for 950 platinum, for the diamonds, for Lagoon tourmaline, and that just beautiful, mesmerizing Lagoon color that you get. It's so close to Indicolite, just maybe a little hint of green in there as well, but who doesn't love that bluish green Lagoon color? But that's not all. You can also take advantage of budget pay. When you take advantage of our budget pay, and that's something that you sign up for at checkout, there's no credit report, there's no hard push on your credit line. We just offer it to you so you can divide it into 5 monthly payments. Oh, that wasn't the right monthly payment. You get back to that price. So
$700 on budget pay?
Thank you, Elias. It's going to be $700 per month on budget pay. So you can sign up for that. Interest-free, no fees to sign up. Just $700 per month on your budget payments for your beautiful Lagoon tourmaline ring as part of our Rhapsody collection. I love Rhapsody too. It's sort of like a symphony. Just taking those high quality things and ingredients and putting them together to create a whole chorus of tantalizing delight in your materials, in your shimmer, in your shine, that high reflective and durable nature of your 950 platinum, of your Lagoon tourmaline at the center, that octagon cut. Not a very forgiving cut when it comes to showing off that color, but you can see that color coming through loud and proud. Whew, wow, an amazing piece, an amazing price, but we have so much to get to. I know we got to keep the pace moving.
That was sold 101.
That is sold 101. Okay, well, we're moving on there too. Good point, Elias. If you want to know how to buy, it's nice and easy. If you're watching on Instagram, on Facebook, on our website, comment sold 101 for that Blue Lagoon tourmaline ring. But I will call out the number for each one. So the next one that we're getting to is our Madagascar Yellow Sapphire.
Yes, that'll be
That's down near the bottom here. I found it. We got a nice variety. It's a little easier. Sometimes I have the same gemstone throughout the whole show, and it's like, oh no, which tourmaline is it? Oh no, which chrome diopside is it? But today I've got such a great variety that makes me so excited. It also just means I have so many stories to tell, because I'm going to be telling different stories for each different gemstone that we present. So it's a I get excited though. It's fun. It's fun. It's just a bit of a challenge. But anyways, talking about that, how you get in on these pieces. It was sold 101 if you were interested in the Lagoon tourmaline, but now we're moving on to a yellow sapphire ring. So it's going to be comment sold 102 if you're interested in the yellow sapphire ring. This one is in sterling silver with a rhodium over. That means that it is a sterling silver ring, but we coated it in a very thin coating of a very, very fancy, very precious metal, rhodium. It's part of the platinum family of metals. It's getting harder and harder to find, quite frankly. But we love to do little extra flourishes like that in your jewelry to make it all the more special, all the more luxurious, all the more perfect for you to take home. But anyways, we have a 7x5 millimeter, also an octagon cut, but this is an octagon. I keep being used to showing it that way, but I can put these all on my pinky nice and easily to show you what it's going to feel like. But that octagon is set east to west as opposed to north to south, like it had been in your tourmaline ring previously. I like that. It just kind of moves a little more smoothly with that setting. And those sparkling white gemstones and that halo around your octagon cut, Madagascar Yellow Sapphire, those are all moisanites. Moisanites, even more refractive than a diamond. You have 26 of those weighing in at 18 points. But they just give you that added sparkle. And again, let me show you that gallery view on this ring as well. Very substantial. I mean, that's going to be the case. We're talking men's jewelry here. We're talking big. We're talking bold. We're talking about some amazing pieces.
Speaking of bold and big pieces, we're gonna give them a price of $134 and then a budget pay of $28.
Okay, so everyday low price, $180. But you're going to use that Live25 discount code that I'm talking about. Just apply that at checkout, Live25. That's going to take it down to $135.
Correct.
And what was that budget pay again, Elias?
$28.
$28 per month on budget pay, 5 months, interest-free, and this ring is yours. And we're not going to wait till it's paid off to ship it out to you. We'll send it out immediately so that you can adore it, so that you can love it, so that you can cherish it. And don't take my word for it. Diana, she wrote a 5-star review to us saying her husband loves it, quality, and cut made it look so beautiful. So, and that's a great reason to buy, to give it as a gift. If you're one of the women who's always shopped with Shop LC, take a moment if you have that man in your life to appreciate him too. Maybe make him feel a little bit better about all those statements that come in when you've taken home so much beautiful jewelry for yourself. You know, let him get involved as well. Michael A. also gave us a 5-star review and wrote in, this beautiful clear yellow sapphire is stunning. It absolutely is. I mean, just look at the color in that. I mean, you can see the color very clearly in the little TV behind me here, but you don't get that flash, you don't get that sparkle. I'm under these very flat panel lights, and I'm trying to show us 2 different phone cameras at once, but just look at how that catches the light. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that beautiful? And that you can take it home for $135. Incredible. That's what was the carat weight on that center? Scroll up a little bit for me, please,
Yes.
Elias. 1.17 carats in that yellow sapphire, sourced from Madagascar. A lot of people think that sapphire is a blue gemstone. Incorrect. Sapphire can come in very many colors. Anything that's not blue is considered a fancy color sapphire. So this is a fancy yellow color sapphire, octagon cut, as I was saying with our blue tourmaline. Octagon cut is not very forgiving for color because there's only so many facets. It's the light doesn't get to bounce around and reconnect with all the different hues all that much. It just has to go straight through your gemstone. But that yellow is popping through so much. We only have, that might be one of the only yellow gemstone opportunities that we have. We have more of like an earthy, yellowy green coming up with some andalusite. We have a color change gemstone, turquoisite, coming up later on. We've got a lot of amazing pink opportunities for you and some dark, deep blue opportunities coming up. My pick of the show, I just need to show this off earlier as opposed to later. This is going to be so affordable. This is near and dear to my heart. Actually, I haven't gotten in yet because I want to make sure that all of you have the first opportunity. But I'm almost certainly going to take advantage of this one myself, quite frankly. And I love my jewelry, but I only have so much. I don't want my whole paycheck going right back into where I got it from by filling up my jewelry box with all the amazing deals that I see up here. So I can be pretty, I can be pretty fussy about what I actually take home and allow into
Now,
my personal
have-
jewelry collection.
We do have a quick studio shout out. We have Randy joining us from the website. He commented sold 102.
Randy, thank you so much. Commenting sold 102.
And a happy Friday to him.
Happy Friday to you, Randy. And just to explain to everybody else watching out there, when you comment sold 10, whatever the number is, the yellow sapphire was sold 102, all that means is that we are going to send you in your DMs a link to our website so that you can continue the purchase from there. It's as simple as that, so it's not an obligation, but I hope you're interested in that one, Randy. I hope you take advantage of it because I know you're going to love your yellow sapphire ring. But just don't forget to apply that Live25 discount code so that you save every penny that you possibly can. I want to make sure that everybody's getting an amazing deal today on Shop LC on this amazing Friday. And we are moving on to an incredibly big, bold amethyst. Whew. I'm going to have to hold my hand all the way back here by the TV because it's so big. Wow. Before I even get to the amethyst, look at the gallery view. Look at all the metal in this. This is rhodium over sterling silver. So this is a 925 nickel-free sterling silver ring, but we wanted to make sure that we went above and beyond. So we coated that with rhodium, part of the platinum family of metals. And then we put a fancy octagon cut. Typically octagon, well, the last two we did were octagons, which kind of look like rectangles, The octagon comes in from where those 4 smaller edges are on the corners, so that there's a nice firm place to hold it in place with your prongs. But this is a true octagon. This is like the actual octagon shape. Stop sign, because this is going to stop you in your tracks. Bezel set as well, so it's held nice and firmly there. And then all those gemstones that you can look at. Going back to that rhodium plating, like look at how reflective this is. Look at that mirror polish. I could probably hold my head up here and give you the reflection. See, like there I am. Yeah, you can see my reflection in the shoulder of this ring because it's so shiny. It's just so shiny. And then you have your 18 moissanite, bezel set around the entirety of the ring. All those moissanites, more refractive than a diamond. So that's going to give you additional sparkle. But really, just the size, just the scope of this. 12.55 carats total. 14 of those points go to your moissanites, but the rest is all in your amethyst. So that octagon amethyst in the center is over 12 carats. Over 12 carats. And here's the other point that I haven't gotten to make yet today. I should have, but we got to keep moving forward. Look at the undergallery on your ring. It's finished. They added that other piece of metal there. That makes it so much more comfortable. That's a piece of architecture. And also that window, all those gaps in there, allow the light to shine through so that your amethyst is going to show that deep, rich, dark purple color all the more effectively. But you don't need to add that finished portion at the bottom. A lot of jewelers don't. But when you place, particularly a ring of this substantial size, onto your finger, that's what rests against your finger. It's not too hard edges pressing into your knuckle. It's nice and comfortable on the finger. I believe I have the size 10 here, but I mean, I'm wearing it on my pinky because it's the right size for my pinky, but it's too, I typically wear my rings on my pinky, but this is too bold for my pinky, quite frankly.
Speaking of bold, let's give them a bold price.
That bold price.
Of $135 and then a budget pay of $27.
Again, this is another everyday low Shop LC price, $180, but you're going to use that Live 25. That's going to take it down to $135. Mm-hmm. So for just $135, just the metal weight and this alone for that, wild. Paul P gave us a 5-star review on the website. Thank you, Paul. Says, Purple Grande. I know Grande means big because it certainly is big. Good quality and value. Love the fit. It is a great fit. Wow. Then we also have, well, we'll stick with Paul. Yes. Paul had an amazing, great review.
Here's a bit of amethyst breakdown.
Yes, the amethyst breakdown. It's amethyst coming from the quartz family. It's a relatively common, but then again, you still need to find that correct clarity. I mean, just look at the monitor behind me here, where you see those deep, dark, royal purples, but then you kind of get those flourishes of pink. The way that it splits the light between that culet at the bottom of the facet, that the light shines through, thanks to that finished gallery, under gallery position. And look at this too. Look at how the metal has that 8 sides, where, here's one angle, but like each one of those edges from your octagon amethyst comes down to create an octagon of metal as well. And again, just that gallery view, look at all the metal. Look at all that metal. And it is 925 sterling silver with that rhodium overlay that gives it that extra shimmer, that extra shine, that extra sparkle. But again, we're already 20 minutes in, and we're only 3 items in, and I got so much more to get to. Again, $180 on your everyday low price for the amethyst, but use that Live 25 discount code as part of our live stream, and for just $135, you can take home that phenomenal 12 plus carat amethyst with your moissanite. And we're going back to our Rhapsody collection with...
Yes, we're going to do our...
Here it is. These are pretty easy to find because they all stand out. I'm loving the variety of design. I'm loving the variety of... Well, here, let me make sure I don't lose the... This one not have the card with it.
I don't think it did.
This one didn't come with a card, shockingly enough, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to get to this one. We only have the sizes 9 and 12 in this one, just to put that out there ahead. I believe I've got the 12 with me. I can actually get that onto my ring finger. But another octagon cut. We got all kinds of... we had the octagon shape amethyst that's still in the TV behind me, but as I was describing that octagon cut where it's kind of a rectangle, but the octagon comes from those 4 corners where the prongs hold your piece firmly into place. This is another part of that Rhapsody collection I was telling you so much about. Rhapsody means it's set in 950 platinum, 95 parts per thousand platinum. It means that the diamonds, very similar to that, actually here, I'm going to show you the Lagoon Tourmaline, which is on my pinky, and the Tanzanite, which is on my ring finger. They're both octagon cuts with diamonds on the shoulders that are VS clarity, EF color. Some of the finest clarity that you can get, some of the finest color that you can get.
There's that beauty back there.
And here it is behind me. You can see you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So your 5 diamonds on each shoulder, flanking for a total of 10. 10.15 grams total weight on this as well, meaning that's pretty substantial grammage for 950 platinum. And that center Tanzanite that you were seeing, that octagon cut, is a 9x7 millimeter gemstone, weighing in at 2.84 carats. What an amazing piece, what an amazing price. Well, here, we'll get to the price, and I want to talk about Tanzanite. I take it for granted that not many people necessarily know it. But okay, your everyday low Shop LC price, $3,739.99. But you're not going to pay that today. You're watching me. You're watching Casey Ford, which means that you get to take that 25% off. Whoop, I did that totally wrong. I'm talking
2,804.
2,804
And then we're gonna give them a budget pay of $561.
for $561 per month if you take advantage of that budget pay. But for just $2,804, the ability to take home platinum, to take home quality diamonds, and to take home a quadruple A color, the highest quality color available in Tanzanite, in an unforgiving cut that usually isn't too friendly to the color or the sparkle that you're seeing. Phenomenal. Another well-reviewed piece on our website. If you want, this one is sold 104.
Correct.
Comment sold 104. You will get the link to our website. You can read the reviews yourself, so you know I'm not just making it up. I'm not. Angela gave us 5 stars. She said, eye-catching design, love the gold against the silver, quite unusual. Was this the right one then? Or
Yes.
okay. And then we had Christine also give us 5 stars, which says, looks good. Well, Angela, this isn't gold over silver. This is 950 platinum, because it's our Rhapsody collection, and we would only put these in that 950 platinum. But it still is a great deal if it had to happen to be. But again, 10.15 grams of gemstones and platinum. But okay, Tanzanite. Let's back up and talk about that fabulous gemstone. Only discovered in 1967. It's a single source, single generation gemstone from Tanzania, found in the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro. After a brush fire, the Maasai tribes people discovered it. It was named by Tiffany and Company, and the mines are basically closed. We sent a video team out there earlier this year, and they didn't even end up going into the mines because nothing was coming out of the mines. Nothing's coming out of the mines. There's no reason to send people into the mines. I got to go into those mines back in 2012 when I made documentaries out there for this company. Like I said, I'm typically on the other side of the cameras, but I'm just so excited about this jewelry for now. I've decided I'd come out here on the other side of the lens once in a while, just share the stories, because I've had so many great experiences with gemstones, with traveling the world, and to have seen the mine that these come out of and the effort that it takes. We were about a quarter mile down into the earth after going down in a mine cart. It felt like, if you've seen like the mine carts and the things on like Donkey Kong, it was like that. Oh, Elias, there's Dion. We were out there with her. And yeah, you see even the narrow entranceway just to get to where the minecart is. Then you pile into that thing. It's a heck of a commute, I'll tell you that much. It's about 2.5-3 minutes to get down to the bottom of it. You bring your own water down with you. We got the classic miner helmets. But this was back in 2012. Nothing's coming back out of this thing anymore. But the amount of effort, the amount of time. You can find little flashes of me in the video too. Oh, there I am when I only have my goatee, not my beard. Yeah, a little bit lighter back then. We won't linger on it, but amazing, excellent. Are we gonna kind of stick with some of these other Tanzanites?
Yes, we can definitely do another Tanzanite.
Let's stick with our Tanzanites while we're kind of telling the story of Tanzanite. But yes, after a quarter mile down, then you're holding onto the cable, going even deeper down into the earth to find even more of this amazing gemstone. It is pleochroic or trichroic. Pleo meaning many, tri meaning 3, which means that when you look at Tanzanite, when you look at it from straight on, you're going to get that bluish color. When you look at it from one angle, you're going to get more of a violet color. And if you look at it from typically what's going to be the smallest width, the smallest dimension side, you're going to get reds, flashes of red, which is absolutely incredible. Anyways, that one was sold 104.
Correct.
And now we're going to move on to sold 105, but we're going to keep it in the
Tanzanite.
Tanzanite realm, since we're talking about Tanzanite, and I don't want to start from scratch by coming back to it later on if we can avoid it, just to make sure that we get to as much as we can possibly get to. On this incredible October afternoon, I've got a lot more energy than usual because it's finally going off in Austin, Texas. I was so I never get used to those 100+ degree days, but it still stayed in the 90s for so long. Now it's, when I get out of work, I can look at my thermometer thing in my car and it'll say, oh, it's only 82 outside or like inside the car. And I'm like, so much more refreshing. Now, we're finally getting out of that octagon cut era that we were in. Ooh, here, look at this rough. You can see these big chunks of Tanzanite rough, and what this kind of demonstrates is how you can see from the different angles the different types of color that it's going to display. But anyways, we've moved on to sold 105, and this is a round cut. We're finally out of that octagon cut shape that we were hanging on to for quite a bit there. I'm glad to bring you the variety. Not the octagon's a fabulous cut, but so is round. Round is also a very wasteful cut. You have to cut away a lot more from a gemstone. And you got to be really particular with your cut with round. You can always tell, kind of like when you're hanging a portrait, that's just like a little bit off. You can always tell when a circle isn't a perfect circle. But you can tell that this is
Here is your specs.
quite okay. Okay, so your center round cut Tanzanite is a quadruple A. This is also part of our Rhapsody collection, meaning 950 platinum, meaning EF color VS clarity diamonds. And it's 2.4 carats in the round cut, and then 24 diamonds surrounding it, weighing in at 20 points. So 1/5 of a carat of diamonds, high quality diamonds in your piece. Again, another part of our Rhapsody collection, another very high-end, beautifully made, high-quality piece, some of the finest that we have to offer. And this one also comes with your accredited Gemological Institute report card. And it says what I've been telling you, which is that you have an 8mm round weighing in at 2.4 carats. The color grade, Quad A. Clarity, eye clean. Eye clean is phenomenal. It means that from a pretty reasonable distance you look at it and there are no inclusions to be spotted. And that is absolutely the case with this. And as I was talking about, you want to make sure that you have an amazing cut when you're going for that round cut. Because it's going to stick out like a sore thumb if it's not really well cut. And the cut grading on this, excellent. Don't take my word for it. Take the accredited Gemological Institute's word for it. And then, of course, your diamonds, 22 points, VES clarity, EF color, full cut. But again, whenever I hold out these cards, which are included with your purchase, this will come right home to you. You can see the estimated retail replacement value at the bottom there by my thumb. Oh, that's right. This is probably showing backwards to you, but I can read backwards. I hope you can too. Either way, it's marking the estimated retail replacement value at $11,450. But not today. Actually, we're gonna take so much off of that price. Because he's calculating it by your everyday low Shop LC price, $4,669.99. I don't think that's what you're going to get home for, though, because I know you're shopping with me, Casey Ford. You're watching the Shop LC live stream. I get the leftovers, but I mean that in the best way possible. We have a live 24/7, 365 broadcast out on the TV screens across America. Higher quantities, but once we get down to the last several of a piece, it's not really worth our time to put it on the TV. We send it to the live stream, we send it to people like me to present to you, and we slash the price because we want to get them out of our inventory. Our inventory, which is housed in our warehouse, which is right over there. It will ship out directly to you from Austin, Texas, and you will have it sooner, before you even know it practically, and another well-reviewed piece on our website. John wrote in with his 5-star review, beautiful ring. And John said, I'm not one for big jewelry purchases, but I had to have this one. Mm-hmm. The color of the stone is beautiful and deep, and the band is simple, but still makes a statement. Looking forward to wearing it. Oh, John, nice. I mean, I'm just going to tell you, John must have gotten so many compliments on this by now. We had another 5-star review that just says, good. And I agree with that, too. Good. Then we also had Alan R., who wrote in, this is a beautiful men's ring, and it's just the right size. Not too big and gaudy and not too small. I mean, yeah. Here, I'll hold it up while I'll hold it this way so I can still read to the back of me here. It looks very expensive, and people do notice it.
I like
It has a simple design, but it has a dramatic look to it. I'm proud to wear it, and I'm happy to own it. In my opinion, it was worth the cost. Yeah, Alan said it better than I ever could. But that's the kind of real life experience that you're going to have if you take advantage of this ring. We still need to get to that price. I
Yes,
said that
we're gonna give them a price of $3,502 and a budget pay of $700.
$3,502 for your ring. And honestly, for the weight of this one, it's 11.5 grams. There are 5 carats in 1 gram. So so this is basically, wow. It's still basically just shy of 11 grams of 950 platinum. I can feel that that's so substantial. Like I said, you have your 24 round cut diamonds surrounding your round cut tanzanite in the center. And here's the thing with tanzanite. As I said, we sent a film crew out there. There's not any more tanzanite coming out of the mines at the moment. And we've been saying it for years, and I know people are, oh, you're just crying wolf. We really haven't been. But the day will come. That's why we call it a single source. That's why we call it a single source, single generation gemstone, because it was only discovered in 1967. But we've known for a long time there's not enough in the ground to support the demand for it. And once there's no more coming out of the mines, period, once everything that hits that primary market ends up on the secondary market, you're not going to see these prices. You're just not going to see these prices anymore. So get in now. We have, is this our...
Yes, this will be our next tanzanite. This will be our 106.
Okay, that was sold 105, the one that we were just presenting. Now we are moving on to sold 106. Again, if you want to comment sold 106 in the chat on Instagram, on Facebook, go ahead and do that. It's no obligation. All it means is that we're going to send you a link to our website in your DMs so that you can take a look at the same product description page that I'm looking at off to my side. I'm not avoiding you. I'm just trying to make sure I give you the right information whenever I do that. So hope you don't mind. This one is actually going to be... Okay, this is part of our Luxoro collection. So as opposed to the platinum, this one is actually in 14 karat white gold. And the total gem weight on this one is 2.65 carats. This is a triple A in color, but it is fantastic color. This one also has diamonds, but they are GH in clarity. But look at the design on the shoulders here. I just love that texturing. I love that work that's gone into it. It's 8.2 grams of 14 karat white gold, tanzanite, and diamonds. That center oval cut tanzanite is a 9.5 by 7.5 millimeter, weighing in at 2.43 carats, a very substantial size. Very substantial size. And, 22 round cut diamonds in that halo surrounding your fantastic tanzanite. You can see the hallmark right here in the band saying Luxoro. You can see your caratage stamp saying 14K for your white gold. It's 22 points of diamonds at that, by the way, and this one, usually we only do these cards for our Ileana and Rhapsody, but we took the time, we took the effort to have that third party from the Accredited Gemological Institute also evaluate your Luxoro 14 karat white gold ring, because we wanted you to understand exactly what value you are getting. And the value that you are getting with your estimated retail replacement value is $8,750. If you want to get this insured, you will receive this card with your purchase. Take it to your jeweler, take it to your insurance company. Do what you will to make sure that they understand the value, that you can make sure that whatever route you want to take with it. Another amazingly reviewed piece. Roger S. gave us a 5-star review. He gave us a 5-star essay.
I like his story though.
I'm trying to skim through it a bit so I don't get too far ahead of myself. Okay, Roger S. says, I fell in love with the ring the moment I received it. He says, my only regret when I got the ring after the crew... He went on a cruise last week to Bermuda. It was a 5-day cruise. He had a great time. Sometime in life you get used to things and you get so spoiled that you don't realize how lucky you are. On the ship that he was on, he went to a famous jewelry store. He's not mentioning the name because he doesn't know the legal... Okay, I get you, Roger. The jewelry names was inside the store. Noticed that they had a women's jewelry tanzanite ring in 14 karat gold. Started speaking to the salesperson that was working in the store and noticed that a 2 karat, 14 karat gold triple A ring was going for $8,000. You know what, Roger? That's interesting. $8,000 because your estimated retail on this similar ring is just in that $8,000 category. He was so shocked when the sales lady gave him that price. He kept quiet. He didn't say anything. Mentioned that he would think about it, then got the heck out of there. And then, so he ordered his ring, but he didn't receive it until he got back from his cruise. And he took advantage of the budget pay, just like I hope you do as well.
Yes.
Sorry, it's like a 1,000-word essay, and I don't want to just read it verbatim. I just want to get to the good parts of it. Either way, Roger S. I'm so glad we have such a satisfied customer who took the time. And I highly doubt Roger's watching right now, but I really appreciate that Roger took the time to write in his story about ordering a Tanzanite ring from Shop LC, going on a cruise, and then going to a luxurious jeweler on that cruise ship and looking at their Tanzanites and realizing, I got a better deal than I thought I had. Anyways, everyday low price on this one is $3,739.99.
We're going to give him a price of...
I just messed up on the calculator. What was that, Elias?
We're going to give him a price of $2,805.
$2,805 for your ring. 14 karat white gold, 8.2 grams of gemstones, and... gemstones. That's a little dismissive. You're getting a AAA color Tanzanite oval cut. You're getting your 22 points of diamonds. You are getting a 9.5 by 7.5 millimeter AAA Tanzanite. I love the design on this one too, like I was showing you. Just the texturing on the band. Just an amazing color. And knowing that you can take it home. We have size 9, it looks like, and that may be it.
Size 9, 11, and 12.
9, 11, and 12. I am mistaken. We have size 9, size 11, size 12. Like I said, I get the leftovers, but I love leftovers. I have a friend who has a coworker, and his coworker said he had his favorite food for lunch that day. And my friend asks him, well, what's your favorite food? And he goes, leftovers. It's like, what does that even mean? But what I mean by that in this context is because I have what remains of our inventory, I'm able to slash the prices. I'm able to give you that Live 25 discount code so that you can take advantage, so that you can have that amazingly beautiful, luxurious piece of jewelry for the men on your hand so that you can appreciate it, you can take it home, and you can start getting those compliments that you are sure to receive when you wear something of that magnitude and quality. But speaking of magnitude and quality, and the diamonds that we had before, this is another one of my favorite pieces of the show. Diamonds and black diamonds. The black and white diamond ring, 2 full carats of diamonds in 10 karat yellow gold. The weight, 7 1/4 grams. And that's mostly going to be in your 10 karat yellow gold. 52 round cut black diamonds. Oh, and I was looking at the front of it thinking, there's not 52 there. What mistake have we made? That can't be 52. I didn't count them all, but look at the shoulder. Look at the shoulder. You got all those additional black diamonds running down the shoulders of your 10 karat yellow gold ring. And you also, of course, have that white diamond halo surrounding your center row. Well, here, I'll go into ruler mode on the TV. You got your center row of your 4 round cut black diamonds. Surrounded them with black diamonds. Again, surrounded those black diamonds with white diamonds. Then we put an additional 15 black diamonds on each shoulder of your 10 karat yellow gold ring. How incredible. 1.5 millimeter diameter on the smallest of your diamonds, which are the white diamonds around the shoulders. There's 52 total round black diamonds. But their diameter is going to vary a little bit. Your largest diameter is going to be in your 4 center stones. This is the first kind of I don't want to say designed ring, they're all designed, but every other piece I presented so far has a center gemstone that's going to be the focal point of your ring. I just love how this one kind of paves it out. It's not going to be a solitaire in the center. It has that nice little low profile. If you're working with your hands all day, well, you're talking about diamonds, which are a 10 on the Mohs hardness scale. You don't have to worry about them scratching unless you're going to go around punching other diamonds all day, which I hope you don't do. I don't do that. It's silly. We get a little silly here. but just having that lower profile too, that's not going to snag, not going to catch, not going to get caught on anything. Another amazingly reviewed piece. Richard H. gave it 5 stars, saying, absolutely beautiful ring. Absolutely, Richard. And then Ricky P. also gave us a 5-star review and wrote in, I love this gorgeous ring. It's an eye catcher. I feel so proud, all caps, proud to wear this precious piece of elegance and unique style beauty. Thank you for making this out of this world glimmering jewel. I wanted to, I should take a moment too just to talk about men's jewelry. And I never really thought that I was into jewelry or anything until I started here at Shop LC as a camera operator way back in 2008. But it was kind of a thing too where I think a lot of men don't think that they like jewelry, but it's kind of because the jewelry that they've been given in their life just wasn't really that high of a quality, because you don't want to give something this nice, this quality, to somebody who you're not sure if they're into it or not. I was a bit of a picky eater growing up. I didn't like fish at all. Now I love fish. I just had what was it? What type of salmon? I had a pesto style salmon for dinner last night. I mean, I love it now, but I eventually realized it wasn't that I didn't like fish growing up. It was that I didn't like the kind of fish that you would give to somebody who didn't think that they liked fish. I would be given like fish sticks and all those kind of like fried, just fishy. But then the first time I had like a tuna steak, the first time I had like a little bit of swordfish, the first time I finally had like good fish, I realized, oh, I'm into this. And it's kind of the same with jewelry sometimes. I think sometimes we get so caught up in our heads that we don't think to give men the type of awesome jewelry that they sometimes deserve. But this is a great way to give a man jewelry that he deserves, or get the jewelry that you deserve for yourself at an incredible price. Everyday low price on this one is $1,069.99. But again, you know the deal, you know the drill. You're watching me, Casey Ford, on the Shop LC live stream. You get to use that Live25 discount code at checkout, and when you do, you're only going to be paying $802.49 for your ring. We've got the size 10, I believe, today.
Yes, and we have a total of just 4 available.
There's only 4 of this one. And I really like this look. I really like kind of more of a black and white and yellow piece like this. That's just my personal taste, though. Don't let my bad taste drive you in one direction or the other. I want to know what you love. I want to know what makes you feel strong. But again, to that point about men's jewelry, like what makes you feel confident, like what makes you feel good. Masculinity isn't always the things that you think they are, and there's no reason to let a ruby, like we have coming up later on, or a morganite, or a pink sapphire, we had some other interesting pieces. Wear what feels good. And I'm seeing so many reviews coming in where I'm seeing adjectives like proud. I'm seeing all these different adjectives from people that are just having a great time with it. Richard H., it sure gets looked at, says Richard H. That's another thing too. Because men sometimes are a little adverse to jewelry, they're not used to getting those compliments. I wear my smartwatch these days, but I had this mechanical watch I'd always wear back in the day. We got some watches coming up, some timepieces, probably near the end of the show. But when you just wear those pieces, that people do comment on them, and men I don't think tend to get as just casually complimented on things like that as often. Maybe it's just because we're not wearing them with our style all the time. But man, the first time somebody says, "Oh, what is that ring? Oh, are those black diamonds? Oh, that's so stately. That's so powerful. Like, what a beautiful ring you're wearing today." Just makes you want to wear it every single day. Never take for granted that when you give a man a compliment on a thing, it'll immediately become his favorite piece of jewelry. It'll become his favorite shirt. It'll become his favorite tie. His whatever. It's just the. But you have to have these things and wear them and put them out into the world in order to receive the compliment, in order to feel that confidence, in order to feel great about yourself, in order to have that experience that you deserve. And that's truly what it is, that you deserve that experience, like you will with this 10 karat white gold diamond ring. 5 channel set diamonds weighing in at 50 points. So each of those 10-point diamonds, all channel set in a row, beautifully round cut. And this is another very weighty piece. It's 10 karat white gold, but we have some yellow gold finish, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we have some yellow gold finish at the top and the bottom. I'll point that a little bit better once it pops up. That'll take it a second, don't mind me. 3 millimeter diameter. Of course, what I love about this piece too is you got 10 and a 10. The first 10 is the 10 on the Mohs hardness scale of your diamonds. All diamonds are a 10 on the Mohs hardness scale. That means they are the most durable and scratch resistant of the gemstones. They are the thing that is the cap of, there is no 11 on the Mohs. The only thing that can scratch a diamond is another diamond. So you have that durability. That's the first 10. The second 10 I'm talking about here is that this is 10 karat gold. 10 karat gold has a lot more different alloys in it that's going to make it more durable, a little bit less malleable. So this makes this very great for everyday wear. And as it pops up here, as I was saying, you get your 10 karat white gold, but your two channels, the top and bottom here, you have yellow gold. I love that two-tone look. I love how that warms up your design a little bit. And I love how it wasn't the entire ring. Just the detail, just the craftsmanship it takes to just do that swoosh of yellow gold and that other swoosh of yellow gold to the top and bottom, just hugging your 5 10-point channel set round cut diamonds in place. Let's get to the price on this one, because every day, low Shop LC price, $1,169.99, but not today. You're going to use that Live 25 discount code at checkout, and when you do, that takes it all the way down to $877.49. $877.49 for gold and diamonds. It's kind of like when you look at the ingredients on the back of a box that you get at the grocery store, and sometimes you have all those like preservatives and all this. Well, you know what you have in this? Carbon, gold. I mean, I can even break it down by element practically. Nice, simple, elegant, luxurious, beautiful ingredients that are going to get you the compliments that I was just discussing. Another amazingly reviewed piece. We have Joey S. who wrote in, amazing value. It is beautiful. It sure is, Joey. Thanks for your purchase. And then we have Harriet who wrote in, this is a handsome ring. 6.7 grams of both yellow and white gold, so the combination is striking, and I can now wear with anything. The 5 diamonds are the perfect size for a half carat. I highly recommend this ring. And that's a good point too. It sounds like Harriet wore this for herself, and she absolutely can. This is a unisex ring. I mean, I'm not going to stop anybody from putting this ring on their finger, and I don't think I could stop you if I tried, because you're going to be so enthusiastic about the sparkle, about the elegance, about the presentation of it. It's here. Let me show you that gallery view as well, just so you can see how much metal you really have in your 10 karat presentation. This is part of our New York closeout as well, meaning that this is one of the few pieces in the show that wasn't actually manufactured by us, but we went out there into the world. We went to New York. We found that they had some leftovers of a particular piece. We said we will take them all, but only if you give us the best price imaginable, so that we can pass on that saving to our fantastic customers like you. But we are going to be moving on to one of our more exotic gemstones of the afternoon, Genipapo Andalusite. Genipapo Andalusite, 1 carat's worth in a petal shield men's ring. This is sterling silver with an 18 karat yellow gold vermeil over. Look at that shield. This is one of the few representational pieces that I'm going to have in the show that it actually does conform to the shape of a shield. Again, being a lot of men's jewelry, and this is unisex as well. Many of these pieces are unisex. Let's face it. Some of them are going to come in a larger size, such as this one, which comes in sizes 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. I believe we are out of the size 11. Just switch the finger up if you want. Actually, I'm going to put this on my pinky because that's just the right finger for me for wearing most of the pieces I've got out here. I'm trying to show it a little bit to each camera here. Excuse me, I've got 2 phone cameras. I have to present these 2. One for all of our amazing viewers on Facebook, Instagram, and the Shop LC website, shoplc.com, and another for all of our TikTokers out there, such as Audrey La Pruxa, Lizette Momo, Lori Johnson, Ernestina. Thanks so much for watching me today. We have Genipapo Andalusite in your ring here. A 1 bezel set round cut in the center, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, oh wait.
17.
17, yeah, they're a lot more clustered than I thought they were. I didn't bring my loupe to really scrutinize this today, but there's a lot more that they crammed in there than I thought that they had.
And let's give them a price of $105 and a budget pay of $21.
Okay, so your final price on this is going to be $105, down from the $140 that we typically provide it for, because you're going to use that Live 25 discount code at checkout when you comment sold.
Okay, 109.
Sold 109 on this one. Thank you, Elias. He's here carting off everything that I presented so far, so we're nice and cleaned up for the end of the show. Clean as you cook, isn't that right, Elias? But yeah, I love that shield design. You know, we think about men often as being like protectors and things like that, but sometimes you need a little reminder to also protect yourself. And also just keep in mind, men out there, you know, a lot of times we get so busy trying to protect something that we forget to make that thing feel safe. So don't forget to make people feel safe besides just protecting out there. A little bit of personal aside there, but just 17 round Andalusite gemstones. Jeripapo Andalusite. This is sourced from Brazil. This is another very pleochroic gemstone that can show different colors from different angles. It's presenting under these lights and in the lights that we took the photos underneath as kind of a earthy, brownish, reddish with hints of orange in there. Depending on the light source that it's in, it's not really color change so much as it is color shift pleochroism, but you can see some earthy greens. You can see some little touches of violet once in a while, but it kind of stays in that like browny, crimson, yellowy, greenish. You know, there's so many different opportunities for color to present in this. But to be able to get this one for such an amazing price, $105 on this one, $105, a full carat. Again, this is 18 karat vermeil yellow gold over 925 sterling silver, nickel-free sterling silver, but we coated that in yellow gold, so everything that touches your finger is going to be gold. I'm going to show you the under gallery on this one as well, because you know the drill by now. We finished it. We put that comfort setting there. It's going to be so comfortable. Not everybody finishes their rings like that, particularly if you look at a lot of estate jewelry. It just ends there and there, so it digs into your finger. It's not that comfortable. That's where you put your ring on for the day, but then halfway through it's been digging into your finger as you work with your hands all day, even if you're just typing on a keyboard, and you kind of give up on it. You stick your ring in your pocket, and that's no fun. You want to wear it. You want to wear it loud and proud. You want to be recognized for the jewelry that you wear. You see the stamp inside the band here, the Julie 925. Kind of a silly stamp. Here at Shop LC, our slogan is delivering joy, because we want to deliver joy to you. But we didn't want to print delivering joy all across the entirety of the inside of the band. So our little internal abbreviation for that is the joy, 925 being the quality of your silver, being sterling silver, of course. Great piece, beautiful color, beautiful gemstone. Yeah, don't miss Jeripapo Andalusite. It's incredible. Again, I want to show off very briefly, because we will get to it at some point. I'm not going to let us not get to it, because it was my pick of the show. If you follow me on Facebook, I shared a 4-minute documentary that I shot in California about California black jade. This is, I mean, if you leave any for me behind, I'm taking advantage of that Live 25 discount code myself and getting my own black jade. I actually have a big hunk of black jade rough at home, but jade is so durable. I can't even with my connections, I haven't been able to find somebody who could cut my personal jade rough into anything. If that doesn't speak to the durability of it, I don't know what will. But now we are moving on to Santa Maria Aquamarine. And this is part of our Luxoro collection, 14 karat yellow gold. It was so shimmery, I almost accused it of being an Ileana, but I would have been mistaken, and I don't like that, so that's why I checked. Certified and appraised Luxoro AAA Santa Maria Aquamarine with diamonds. A total gem weight of 1.1 carats, 14 karat gold, weighing in at 6.1 grams. We don't always see the gram weights on the descriptors for a lot of our jewelry, but when it comes to the men's jewelry, which tends to, just like men's clothing, kind of tends to be heavier, heftier, thicker. Same thing with our jewelry. Is that fair? Well, who knows? But either way, I mean, a lot of these are unisex. If you're a woman who loves your aquamarine, there's nothing's going to stop you from wearing this beautiful piece. It's an 88-point Santa Maria Aquamarine. We're back into our octagon cuts that I was discussing previously. Thank you, Jose, for tuning in. Thank you, user 3558. Everybody out there watching, again, I am Casey Ford. This is Shop LC. You're watching the Shop LC live stream. Go ahead and comment in the chat. I want to hear what you're up to. I want to hear what you want to see. I want to know what you think about all these pieces that I'm showing you today. We have 28 round cut diamonds in this ring, weighing in at 21 points. So that's just 1 point over, 1/5 of a carat. 14 karat yellow gold again. And another piece that will be arriving at your doorstep with your accredited Gemological Institute ID report. So don't take my word for it. Take this independent third party's word for it. Santa Maria Aquamarine, one of the highest quality colors and sources of aquamarine that is out there. Of course, from Brazil, famed for its aquamarine. I was out there actually in an aquamarine mine, not the Santa Maria mine. They don't just let anybody wander into a place like that, of course. But beautiful experience out there. 7x5 millimeter. 7x5 millimeter calibration on your octagon cut, weighing in at 88 points, AAA color, just incredible. Clarity is eye clean. Again, there's no inclusions to the naked eye. There's probably some in there because there are in almost every gemstone you're ever going to look at. But you need to get in there. You need to invade its privacy. You got to get that loop. You got to get that magnifying glass. You got to get up in its business if you want to see any inclusions in this piece, and you're not gonna. And then the cut, excellent. Your diamonds, as I said, 21 points. That's just over 1/5 of a carat. And estimated retail value, which is what I really want to get to with these cards. Let me tap it with my thumb there at the bottom. $6,000. Not today, not ever, not at Shop LC, not at all. Our everyday low Shop LC price, $2,399.99, but not after that Live 25 discount code. Once you use that Live 25 discount code, I could have done this one in my head, but I'm not so hot at math when I got a camera pointing at me, so bear with me. $1,800. For just $1,800, you can take this one home. We've got a plethora of sizes, so I wouldn't worry about that. 8 and 8.5, 9 and 9.5, all the way, all the sizes, all the half sizes, all the way up to 13. That's pretty rare for the live stream shows, so don't miss out on that. We got the size for you. If you got a finger, we got the size. Or budget payments on this one, I could probably do that in my head. $360. Ellie's beating me to the punch again for just $360 a month. No fees, no interest. You can make this ring yours in 5 equal payments. And again, we got that beautiful shot up in the TV behind me, but I just want to show it off a little bit, move it around, let you see how it catches the light, let you see that sparkle, let you see what's going on with your 14 karat yellow gold Santa Maria Aquamarine. A lot of times you put aquamarine in the white gold just because it's more of a natural neutral. You just want to let that blue shine. So to put it in yellow, I love how that yellow gold really warms it up. Luxoro being another one of our brands. Oops, excuse me. I wanted to get a sip of water there before I started coughing and hacking in that. Not having a good time for you or me, but again, fantastic gem, fantastic ring. Oh, and you got your diamonds even bezel set on the shoulders there. Almost forgot to point that out to you. 28 diamonds to be precise. Great piece, great ring. How are we doing on time, Elias? Are we a little bit behind, a little bit ahead?
We have an hour, and we are down to
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 pieces to get to with 1 hour remaining. So we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty.
Let's do our Matapino next. Morganite.
Matapino Morganite's coming up next. Is that big old rose gold cushion cut?
Alright.
That big old rose gold cushion cut. Like I said, ooh.
I'm a pink fan.
Elise is a pink fan. It's usually not my exact taste. It's usually not my exact speed on something. But then again, it's not about what I like. It's about what you love. So, but frankly, this one's winning me over. Just that slipped right onto my finger, nice and smooth. I had this as part of my Morganite show as well a while back. This one's so big and substantial. I got to get the ruler on it really quick. Yeah, the width of your band, top to bottom, from the gemstone point is a whole ½ inch. That's quite a bit. That is very substantial for a men's ring. This is also part of our Luxoro collection. 10 karat rose gold. Rose gold. We wanted to get a little bit of a pink action in there to support the peachy pink hues that are present in your Maripino Morganite from Mozambique at the center of your gemstone. I know you're like, why is this hand floating around so weird? I'm just trying to show it as best as I can to both of these cameras that I got in front of me. I'm trying to show off some of that sparkle. And again, I am not in the most flattering of spaces to present the shimmer and the sparkle that you will see. You will see it when you take advantage of this offer and you get it home. You open up that box. That's one experience. But once you put that on, once you get to experience it in the sunlight, in candlelight, and see how the different colors play in different lighting. That's when you really kind of establish a relationship with that gemstone and you understand what you have. That's when you get the compliments. That's when you get the confidence. That's when you get the, this ring has a secret as well. I just realized this ring has a secret.
That one in the middle.
We'll get to the secret in a little bit, but again, I keep talking about finishing the undergallery with your men's rings. It's so important because it just makes it feel that much more silky smooth when you slide it onto your finger. And I like that honeycomb design that you have with your your hexagon shape at the bottom there. And then probably not going to get to show up super duper duper great in the phone cameras, but I told you this ring is a secret. Can you see that secret? Can you see that 2-point diamond? That round cut 2-point diamond bezel set into your band? It shows up, I think it showed up in one of those.
See if I can zoom in real quick.
It's kind of a zoom out, scroll up thing.
There we go.
There we go. Perfect. Thank you, Elias. There you go. Inside the band there, you got a round cut diamond. A 2-point round cut diamond. That's your little secret. That's something for yourself. That's something to shine and sparkle, but just for you. Nobody else needs to know about it. I mean, they're going to be paying so much attention to your 4.63 carat Maripino cushion cut morganite at the center. Again, that's a 10 millimeter. It's telling me 10 millimeter, but it's a cushion, so it's got to be a 10 by something. Okay. Yeah, I think they may have. It's not that they made a mistake. It is a 10 millimeter, but it's a 10 millimeter width. And it is it's a 10 by 12 millimeter. So it's a 10 millimeter wide by 12 millimeter tall cushion cut. I talked about round cut being a particularly wasteful cut. Cushion cut is a particularly fulfilling cut, and that you're cutting away less of the gemstone to give a higher carat weight and a bigger presentation and just a larger surface area per gemstone. 4.63 carats. That's 4.63 carats. I think it's a safe bet to call. That's probably the largest carat weight of the solitaire in the center of a men's ring that I have for the entire show. So, with the exception of that amethyst octagon cut that I had near the beginning of the show, that's going to be your one exception because I remember I walked all the way back here to show you that you could see it even from there.
Now they are seeing a different price, but we have this on clearance, and we're going to give them an even lower price.
Okay, let me talk them through. Let me make sure they understand exactly what they're... We're going to talk about that double dipping thing that we do sometimes, which means that our everyday, I know I keep saying that everyday regular low Shop LC price is $2,269.99. But we put this one on clearance already. And don't tell anybody, but the clearance ended yesterday. So I don't know why it's still doing that. But the clearance price on this ring is $1,929.49. So, Elias, I guess that means we can't use the Live 25 discount code. I mean, it's already a clearance price, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm wrong.
This is the live stream.
It's the live stream. You still get to use the Live 25 discount code, even on the clearance pricing. That's going to take your $1,929.49 Maripino Morganite men's ring down to $1,447.49. We have sizes 7 through 10.5 at least, and I think it goes
11
through 11, 7.5 through 11. So this would be, and honestly, this is another great unisex ring. It's a men's jewelry show, so I'm gonna keep speaking in the masculine. But again, there's nothing that's gonna stop a woman from wearing one of these rings and having a heck of a time and feeling beautiful and confident wearing it as well. So
and we'll give them a $290 budget pay as well.
And you can also take advantage of budget pay, meaning that you're only going to pay $290 per month for 5 months on your incredible cushion cut Maripino Morganite. Morganite coming from that barrel family, discovered by George Frederick Coons, named for financier J.P. Morgan. You might be banking with that guy to this day, even though he hasn't been around for a while. But yes, great ring. I love the step step cut style shoulders that just kind of give you more angles to catch the light from on that one.
We're one auction away from the J.
Ooh, okay. We got a ruby coming up right now,
yes.
And after the ruby, we're getting to my pick of the show. I do not mess around with my picks. I don't know how many we even have of this one. Like I said, I'm almost certainly going to be taking advantage of the Black Jade because, well, we'll get into that story in a bit. I'm trying to get ahead. I'm trying to get ahead of myself because I'm so excited about the Black Jade. But really, I mean, I understand that some of these are very considered purchases, particularly with our Rhapsody collection, particularly with something like this in our Luxoro collection, 14 karat white gold. Amazing pricing, of course, but at the same time, I understand that you can only do so much on any given day. Still appreciate you if you're window shopping. Let me know if you are. Let me know what your favorite's been, whether you're able to get in or not. This ring is going to be sold
It's going to be 112.
Oh, 112. I'm going to say I've definitely done more than 10 pieces so far, so we're actually in the one.
Slight delay on you.
And I've been bad about telling you what the numbers are, but it's sold 112 for this Montepuse ruby ring. Total gem weight. Ooh, it's a 2.25 carat ruby at the center. I thought it had other gemstones in it, but that's just the texturing. Or is that really just the texturing?
Yeah.
This is so well done.
Yeah.
This actually fooled me. This actually really fooled me. Well, here, let's see if it fooled you too. You got that oval cut Montepuse ruby at the center. But then I thought we have some kind of clear white sparkling gemstone on those shoulders at the top, at the kind of northeast and southwest of it. It's going to appear backwards probably. We're probably mirror imaged for the sake of the live stream, but take my word for it. But that's just the texturing of your metal. That's just the texturing of your 14 karat white gold. And the shimmering, shiny nature of that gold is what helps with that illusion. I mean, here's the image I was even looking at. But you can see that's just kind of the beadwork that kind of does a mimicry of a bezel setting of some white gemstones. So that texturing just gives you more shimmer, gives you more shine. But this is a 2.25 carat Montepuse ruby at the center, 9x7 millimeter oval cut. Wow. That's such a substantial weight for a ruby in particular. I'm going to show you that under gallery as well, as I keep talking about all show long. Look at how comfortable that's going to slide onto your finger because of how we finished it. It's an additional piece of architecture. I mean, I'm already gushing over the design of those bezel style appearance flourishes and embellishments that you have on the shoulder of your ring. I mean, that just speaks to an incredible design on it. We have this in sizes 7.5 through 11 or through 12. All the way through 12. We got plenty of size in this one to go around. Do not worry about it. We've got your size. 8.46 grams. Like I said, we've got the gram weights loud and proud being presented all over the place with these pieces because it's just how they do it with the men's jewelry. But again, man or woman, you're going to love this ring. But again, it's don't be afraid of rubies, man. Like, it's one of the most it's actually the king of the gemstones. You'd keep thinking it would be the queen of the gemstones. I don't know why. I don't want to get too into color theory and what's masculine and what's feminine. Decide what you're confident and what makes you feel good when you wear it. So go ahead and wear that reddish. But it's Montepuse. They kind of have just dashes of pink in your ruby red color. Wow. 9x7 millimeter too. That's just such a substantial calibration, such a substantial millimeterage on your thing. Yeah, the gemstone color as described in my item details is blood red. Yes, with the prong setting, oval cut, such a classic cut. I mean, that's the ones, everything that's not an oval cut is considered a fancy cut. So this is, I suppose, your classic cut. Jose, thanks for tuning in. Ernestina, thanks for joining in. OM, thanks for joining in. So glad to see you watching on TikTok. Anybody, please go ahead and write in. I want to hear what you think. I want to know how your day's going. I'm having a fabulous time here in Austin, Texas at Shop LC. My name is Casey Ford. Oh, and the one thing I hadn't mentioned yet.
Price. And one sold 112 as well.
This one is sold 112. Everyday low, Shop LC price, $2,669.99. Not today. We're going to get that right down to $2,002.49 for you using that Live 25 discount code at checkout. Let me explain how this goes again. If you comment sold 112 in the chat on Facebook, on Instagram, on our website, we will send you in your DMs a link to our website where you can continue the checkout process. There's no obligation when you type that sold 112. So don't think that you're going to get stuck or, oh no, I'm never going to be able to back out. Take advantage of it, type it. That just means that you're going to get to see the details that I get to see as we go through this one. One quick thing I totally forgot because I knocked the thing down earlier. We also have the Accredited Gemological Institute report card on this one. which gives you an estimated retail replacement value of $6,500. So to think that, this can be replaced for less than that. But you can take it home for $2,002. Excuse me.
Let's see.
Yeah, if you're good like this for the last presentation, it's because that sneeze was on its way out for quite a while there. So I'm glad that's over with, because I was gonna get in. But anyways, I'm especially glad I got that sneeze out before moving on to my pick of the show, which I did not realize we had options in. I did not realize we had the yellow gold or the rhodium over sterling silver options in this in this ring.
Different pricings, but we're still giving them the option.
For my own greedy interests, Elias, what size do I have on my finger right now?
You have the size 10.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And this will be our sold 114.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Here we go. Let's do this.
I'm going to give you a moment with this one, because I need a moment with this one. 5 full carats. Round cut, California black jade. That looks to be... Well, I want to know what the actual calibration is on it, but the white accent stones, the white... Okay, so this is a 10 millimeter, so centimeter. Round cut. That's not behind me yet. Surrounded by a halo of round cut white zircons. 24 round cut white zircons. Oh, I thought there were more zircons going down the shoulders that were baguette. I was mistaken, because it's that illusion in the texturing of your piece. Again, that shimmering, because I've got the rhodium over sterling silver. That rhodium is going to give you additional shimmer and shine. Round cut black jade, round cut white zircons. White zircons are some of the first gemstones that even formed in the Earth's crust. They are billions of years old. It's not zirconia, it is zircon. It is a natural gemstone. Just another beautiful white, sparkling gemstone competing for your attention in this crowded white gemstone market. 925 sterling silver with that rhodium overlay, but we also have an 18 karat yellow gold vermeil over option. That's not the one that I have the sample of on site with me today. However, this is the Comet sold 113?
114.
114. I keep getting thrown off on our numbers, which one we're on today, but this is Comet sold 114. Comet sold 114. We will send you the link to our website. When you get that link, click it, and then you can see that you have your options between the rhodium over sterling silver or the 18 karat yellow gold vermeil over sterling silver. Both are gorgeous, both are beautiful.
Here's that yellow option. I'll throw it in the back real quick.
Oh, okay, that one's actually different too. He's going to pull up that image in the back. But my mistake, the yellow gold option isn't actually
Here you go.
California black jade. The yellow gold over is actually a chrome diopside. That's actually really shocks me, just because that's a big chrome diopside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's wildly different pricing actually as well on that one. So
Here is your jade.
So perhaps I got a little bit ahead of myself. If you want that option, it's available. Comet sold 114.
Correct.
You can check it out. Because it's a chrome diopside, it's a much different price than we're able to offer on black jade. Honestly, but that chrome diopside price looks closer to what I would expect for California black jade. I actually went out to California. I'm trying to remember what year this was. I know I uploaded the video in 2020.
Let me see if I can find that real quick.
But I met a man out there named Mike Berklio, and I had Cheryl interview him out there, but I was the one filming. I was the one trying to tie the story together. I was out there with my boss, Heather Hamilton. But there's a man named Howard Boots. Howard Boots found black jade somewhere, and that's the thing. There's not that much jade to be found in the United States. It's such a popular gemstone in Asia, so a lot of it's sourced from China and Burma and other regions. He even got into fights with people at trade shows because he tried to say that he found actual jade in America, and people wanted to throw fists with him. It got kind of crazy. He even taught classes on cutting jade, because jade I know I've talked about the Mohs hardness scale and how diamonds are scratch resistant. Well, jade isn't as scratch resistant. It's very, I don't want to say like easy to carve, but there's a lot of carved jade out there. But in terms of durability, it's one of the strongest gemstones out there. In terms of just sheer durability, it's stronger than steel. But to have a 10 millimeter faceted round cut, wow. Whole story was that Howard Boots found this black jade, and only 3 people knew where the mine was, and he got paranoid. Whenever he went out to the mining location, he would actually stop at a phone booth on the way out there just to stop and make sure that no cars pulled up, that everybody passed him, that nobody was actually stalking him to figure out where he was sourcing this gemstone. Until the day he died, only 3 people knew where it was. Well, him, but not him anymore after he passed away, unfortunately. Only his wife and his other business partner knew. His business partner passed away 4 years after he did, and he made a promise to Howard Boots that he would never reveal the location of the mine. And he took the secret to his grave. He never shared with anybody. And then Mike Berklio ended up meeting and finding the wife of Howard Boots, who was the last remaining person who knew where. Here's Mike Berklio being interviewed with. We're actually right in Mike Berklio's backyard, where he has his own little garage full of. This is where he stores a lot of his green jade that he's found in the United States. I have that now. That's actually sitting on my coffee table right now. Not that one, the other one that he was holding. That's the one I was referring to earlier, where I have that, but I can't find anybody talented enough to cut it into something like this ring, which is why I'm so excited about this one, which is why I'm very interested in taking this one home myself. If you don't take advantage of it, you can see these big green jade boulders out in this field that he can barely move the things. But anyways, he went to the widow of Howard Boots and wanted to buy everything that she had. And she quoted him a price. And it's rare that I would tell the story in this direction, but she gave him too low of a price, and he did not want to take advantage of her not understanding the value of what she had on hand. So he put a second mortgage on his home that we're in the backyard of to buy the entire lot at triple the price that she quoted him, just because he wanted to make sure that she was taken care of. He has an actual fabulous quote that, I almost get a little emotional over. But in a men's show, talking about, like what the role of a man is in this life, he said that, yep, that's the one I had. I have my home, but he says that you will someday be judged. How you treat children, how you treat puppies, and how you treat widows. Well, actually, there's a dog. So there's the puppy. I already told you the story about the widow they took care of. And, well, there weren't any young children out in the mine, but it was so great to know that we're doing business with a man who cares about people that much and to be able to bring this gemstone to you. Anyways, I've been rambling about it a lot. I want to get to the price because you're going to find the other reason why this is my pick of the show. Every day, low. Shop LC price on this one. $99.99. But you know the drill. We're doing the Live 25 discount code, which means that this can be yours for $75. For just $75, you can own California Black Jade, known locally. We were outside of Sacramento. I mean, I don't want to give too many hints about where we were, but even I never saw the actual Black Jade mine or source. It may not be like a mine. But for $75 to take home a gemstone that you probably never heard of, that very few people have heard of, that has such a rich legend, that has such a rich history, just to know that you're dealing with this really fun guy who just has such a passion for people and gemstones. And I don't know, I'm just so privileged to have been able to go out there and actually interview him and hear his story about Black Jade, and to know that we can pass this on. I don't know how we're passing this on for $75 to you after that Live 25 discount code. This one being sold $114. Please don't miss out on it. I've dedicated a lot more time into this one's presentation just because it means so much to me, and just because I know that very few people know the story as intimately as I know that story. But I don't want to stay on it so long that I don't do it justice to all these other beautiful pieces that we have. But again, I know I'm rambling about my personal story with this one, but Dennis E. gave it a 5-star review on our website. The most beautiful black gemstone I have ever seen. Thanks, Shop LC. Howard M. said really beautiful in the sunlight, and that's really interesting as well. I can't bring it out into the sun for you right now. But you wouldn't think that a black gemstone would have that much personality, but they really do. And for the durability of jade, the texture of jade, just the kind of, you get these little flecks of sparkle kind of sometimes in them. And to surround it with white zircon so that you have some of those flashes, you have just the sparkle, that color. But yeah, 10 millimeter round cut, black jade. I mean, this is one where I should have done a little bit of comparison shopping before I came out here with my pick, but I just didn't, because I know there's not going to be anything out there. I know if it is, it's probably going to be a one-off. It's probably going to be an individually crafted piece that's going to therefore command just an out-of-this-world price. We've got sizes 9 through 14, so we've got a myriad sizes on this one. Another finished gallery, as always, because we love putting that attention to detail into the jewelry that we manufacture. Thank you, Carlos, for tuning in. Thanks, James, for watching. Thanks, Melissa, for watching. I would love to have you here. I really hope you take advantage of this California black jade ring. I mean, if there's so many pieces I have, so many amazing pieces, I would love for you to take advantage of those high-end Rhapsody luxury pieces. Not that this is not luxurious, it very much is, but from the men's jewelry that I have in my show, to get this for $75, I mean, it's a good introductory piece if you want to get in on jewelry, if you want to try out Shop LC without diving in head first with some of our platinum pieces or some of our solid gold pieces. It's an amazing way to start your relationship with Shop LC and witness and experience the quality of jewelry manufacturing that we provide and the amazing low prices that we provide as well, because we manufacture the overwhelming majority of our jewelry at our factory in Jaipur, India, the jewelry manufacturing capital of the world, and we send it directly to our warehouse, which is right across the parking lot from me. They send it out here to me. I present them to you, so it's not passing between 47 hands and having the price marked up at every step of the way. That's the only reason I can bring you that ring for $75. And not to drive the point home too, yeah, that's what I thought, $15 a month on budget pay, 5 equal interest-free monthly payments of $15 for California black jade. Let that ring speak for itself. I mean, I could yammer on all day, and I'm never going to be able to do that one justice. That's just a, don't hesitate to get in. But we are moving on to Mahenge Spinel and Moissanite in another beautiful ring. This one is also rhodium over sterling silver. I'm going to rotate them around back and forth there. Let you see those pink flashes in your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Mahenge pink spinels. Spinel, interesting gemstone. This is the color of spinel that they're looking for when they look for spinel. They're going to be more than happy to also mine the black spinel. They're going to be more than happy to mine the white spinel, some different blue spinels. But pink is the color of spinel that they really want. I mean, they're going to be just as happy pulling out the blues, the whites, the blacks, but that's incidental. This is the color they desire. This is the color of spinel that everybody wants, that cannot be beat. 70 points total gem weight, and then you also have your moissanites. Moissanites more refractive than diamonds. That's taken the world by storm. I keep talking about so many white sparkling gemstones competing for your attention, and moissanite's one of those gemstones. You also have, like I said, the zircons in your California black jade. You also have luxuriant lab-grown diamonds that we offer. You have earth mine diamonds that I've shown from a lot of our Luxoro and our Rhapsody pieces that I've had so far today. But moissanite, man-made, but it just has such a high refractive index. You know that poster that was in like every dorm room, the dark side of the moon, the prism splitting the light. The refractive index just tells you how much something is going to split that light. And this splits that light even more aggressively than a diamond does, to give you more of a rainbow flash sparkle when the light hits us just right. Anyways, you have a half carat of your pink spinels in your Mahenge pink spinels, all round cut. Everything's round cut in this, And then you have 22 round cut moissanite, 11 on the top, 11 on the bottom, all set in your sterling silver with the rhodium over. Rhodium, especially fancy metal. It's part of the platinum family. And all that platinum family of metals, there are certain mines where people are actually going away from mining the gemstones and prioritizing mining the metals because there's so many applications for those metals to be used in technology these days. I mean, there's probably all kinds of tantalum and rhodium and platinum and all kinds of things in my phone in my pocket right now. And that's sort of what's taking over. So we don't know how much longer it's really going to make sense to be taking jewelry and coating it with something that's becoming so precious like that. But again, 21 points of your moissanites. Let's get to your price on this one, $269.99. Any other day of the week at Shop LC, but not this Friday, not this Friday. With me, Casey Ford. You are watching me. You're going to use that Live 25 discount code, and when you do, that's going to take your price down to $202.49. Just $202.49, or take advantage of those 5 interest-free budget payments and only pay $40.50 per month for 5 months, and your ring will be free and clear and yours. Another great unisex ring as well. It is a men's ring. It is a men's show, but don't let that stop you if this ring speaks to you. The size might be a bit larger, but that might mean it's just an index finger for some of the women out there, whereas it might be a pinky ring for some of the men out there. It doesn't matter to me which finger you put it on. I just want you to feel good. I just want you to feel confident. I just want to make sure that you get all the compliments and all the experience that comes with owning a fine piece of jewelry like that. So take advantage. We're moving on to Ceylon Blue Sapphire. Ceylon Blue Sapphire, here it is. I love having a variety of gemstones. Obviously, it means I'm much more motor-mouthy than usual, trying to explain all these different, unique, tantalizing stories that I have about these things. But I just love having that variety, so you have that many more options. I'm just as happy to come out here and have an entire show of pink spinel or just a whole show of Ceylon Sapphire. But knowing that, now we got the pink gemstones. Now we got the blue ones. We even got some turquoisite, and just to kind of run through. I do want to make sure we get to our cuff, just because it's our only cuff in the show.
Yes.
We do have a couple watches. We'll see if we get to those. But beyond that, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rings after this. Potentially a necklace. Who knows if we'll get to it or not. But we are on to Ceylon Blue Sapphire. Another rhodium over sterling silver. I just went over the rhodium drill, so I'm not going to relitigate that. The total gem weight in this is 1.2 carats. Ceylon Blue Sapphire, one of the most classic colors of that blue sapphire possible. And this is with white zircon. White zircon, the same accent stone that we had surrounding our California Black Jade that I'm still not over. And it's a 6x5 millimeter round cut. It can't be a 6x5 millimeter round cut. That'd be a very poorly cut round cut, wouldn't it? It's a 6x5 millimeter oval cut. Your white zircons, you have. I'll do this in the TV once we get to that point of it. I'll show you the under gallery in the meantime, though. I love how tightly knit your under gallery is on this particular one. It's going to be so comfortable sliding onto your finger. Sapphires are a 9 on the Mohs hardness scale. I know we talked about diamonds being a 10 in that, so sapphires, anything in your corundum family actually, is just going to be that one step down. Okay, here we go. We have your 5x6 millimeter oval cut Ceylon Sapphire. Then you have your first halo of white zircons. Then on the shoulders, we added 5 more zircons to flank, kind of like parentheses, really telling you to pay attention to that Ceylon in the center, in addition to your initial halo. And then we put a bezel set white zircon on each shoulder, just because we don't know when to stop sparkling. We really don't. Once we get carried away, we really get carried away to make sure that you're going to sparkle, that you're going to save, that you're going to have an amazing time. Check it out.
And this is our sold 117.
This is sold 117. We are moving along here. And everyday low, $259.99. That is not bad at all. Not bad at all, I say, for sapphires. One of the most classic gemstones out there. We had some pink sapphires earlier, and a lot of people don't even know that sapphires come in all these other fancy colors, but this is the classic. This is the one where people are going to see this blue, and they're going to go, Sapphire? You're going to go, yeah, sapphire. You don't always have to be the weird fancy, oh, well, yeah, I know it traditionally comes in this color, but I got the we're back in classic territory. And for just $194.99, it can be yours. Or take advantage of budget pay, and that takes it down to $38, or let's call it $39 per month. 5 months, yours. Again, nice thick shank. They didn't put the gram weight on this one in particular, but there's a lot of things I'll guess. There's a lot of things I'll estimate. All I'll tell you is that it is hefty. But even me doing this, I'm not going to be able to tell you with any degree of accuracy how many grams it's going to be. But again, big, bold look. Bold enough for a man, but women can wear it too. Like I said, don't let any of these pieces scare you off just because it's a men's jewelry show. If you're falling in love with these amazing gemstones set in these beautiful designs by Shop LC, take advantage. There's no reason not to. No reason not to. You really need to take advantage.
Here is our turquoisite next.
Now we're on to the turquoisite, another gemstone I could talk about all day, but I can't. Turquoisite color change gemstone, another individual single source made from the Anatolia Mountains in Turkey. We have mine footage of this. I wouldn't bother pulling up though.
Yes.
No, don't even.
Okay.
Yeah, Alex is very busy back there, but he's so good at keeping up with all of it. I knew that the second I said we've got mine footage, he would have started. But just let me tell you, we've sent people there. Actually, it was part of our German team, if I'm not mistaken. So I didn't get to go to that mine, but I've been to so many of the mines. But again, this one's a cushion cut, a square cushion cut, color change gemstone, which kind of means that you're seeing kind of the more earthy greens right now, but this can shift to kind of a embery brown, kind of a warm brown with red undertones in the correct lighting. I've only got one form of lighting out here, so you're just going to see the more... I always struggle to find like the exact notes. But even as I shift it, I'll do my best here, but I hope you can see what I see. Green, 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 but then as I rotate, you get more of that brown, even just from the way, just the angle from the light hitting it. And I love having a color change gemstone like that, where it's going to show you a different personality, depending on the context that you're presenting it in. And isn't that how life is? I was talking with somebody about this the other day, where it's sort of, are you ambitious or are you lazy? It's like, well, sometimes I'm pretty lazy and other times I'm incredibly ambitious. It just depends on the context. It depends on, the motivating factors. It depends on the light that's shining on me. And that's the way that this gemstone is going to respond to the world as well. And I think that can just remind you that you don't always have to be the same, that, you're going to be a little bit different under different contexts. This one is a 3.8 carat cushion cut gemstone in the center at a 9.9 millimeter. And then you have diamonds. Diamonds, 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 diamonds. It's behind me now, so we're going into teacher mode with the ruler. You've got your halo of diamonds surrounding your 9x9 millimeter cushion cut turquoisite. Then you have additional 5 diamonds going down each shoulder. I do love the yellow gold. Yeah, this is Luxoro, so it's 14 karat yellow gold. We're out of that vermeil category and back into some high-end, beautiful luxury that you are going to have to see to believe with your own eyes. Oh, this one's asking me to do a puzzle.
Did you get it? I got it.
I got it.
Nice.
I'm slowly learning how to take care of some of the phone stuff while I'm out here, so Elias doesn't have to be in 6 places at once. He only has to be in 5. Yeah, now, he just tried on the black jade ring, and then he passed it right back to me. He made a smart call there. He knows not to put that away yet. I'm not done with that. Yeah, you might be one piece short when you return these boxes, at least. I'll be long gone, but actually no, it's Friday. I'm usually here pretty late on Friday trying to make sure all of our things are running smooth for the weekend on the main broadcasts. Here at Shop LC, I'm Casey Ford. We got 25 minutes left in the broadcast or the live stream. We're always broadcasting live 24/7. And actually, I keep forgetting to mention it. We have a sweepstakes going on right now at Shop LC. It just started today. You can enter every single day for the next month. I don't have the exact link. It's a long link too, but go to shoplc.com. It's going to be one of the top things that we harass you with on the landing page. I hate to put it that kind of cynically, but we want you to participate in the sweepstakes. Every day we're giving away a new item, and every day I believe we're also giving away $100 Shop LC store credit. So if you win the sweepstakes, even just the runner-up prize, and get your $100 Shop LC store credit today, you'll get your $100 Shop LC store credit. You can use it on the California blockchain ring, and you'll still have $25 left in your store credit. So there's no reason not to. No purchase necessary is all the, but no purchase necessary. I sometimes do this fast talk stuff at the end of those commercials. Either way, take advantage of that. We're calling it the Holiday Spectacular Sweepstakes. You said today's a tablet? Yes, today's prize is a Samsung Galaxy A9 Plus tablet. And we have different things throughout the one day coming up. It'll be a Tanzanite ring. We're going to have a Moissanite ring, some Potter devices, an iPhone. Well, I can't win any of this anyway, so why am I? I could have. Why did I just upgrade? Well, speakers. We got all kinds of fun stuff. Just go to shoplc.com. You're going to see what you're able to do. Sign up for the sweepstakes, and you can sign up every single day. So don't think it's a one and done. Keep on signing up. It's an easy form to fill out. We basically just need the information that would be required to make sure that if you win, we get that piece to you that you happen to have won.
Let us do next Zirconia Swarovski.
Ooh.
Swarovski.
You're lucky you got me for this one, because I don't think everybody understands the story that we have with this.
Yeah, it's nice. And I like this cut too. I'm enjoying this cut.
I think I legally have to say this is J. Francis embellished with zirconia.
There we go.
So these are Swarovski zirconias.
Swarovski, that's it.
Swarovski zirconias placed in a J. Francis design. I mean, look up Swarovski. Just look. I mean, you probably already heard of it if you know anything in the crystal industry. And as I keep saying, there's so many white sparkling gemstones right now competing for your attention. And I haven't finished that thought yet, because I barely finish any individual thought that I present out here, because I get so excited and I keep moving on to the next thing. But when I say that there's all that competition between white sparkling gemstones, competition is good in the marketplace for you. It means that they're all competing to make sure that they get your attention, so they're all trying to come in as affordably as possible. Swarovski put themselves in a very interesting situation during the pandemic. For a while, they were kind of offering out their material to all kinds of different vendors and suppliers. But then they wanted to kind of reclaim that. They wanted to cut off people's ability to sell Swarovski crystals if they were not technically Swarovski by their company. And if you go to check them out right now, and please do, they're trying to find a way to creep their prices back up. But we're working with zirconias that we've been holding on to for a while, that were already in our storehouse, that were already ready to be put into jewelry at our factories in Jaipur. And we finally got them to work with J. Francis to come up with the best way to use the limited supply that we have. And we've done precisely that. And I'm surprised this is another one that we didn't place the gram weight onto our details. I know it's not there, but he's scoring around looking for them, but I can just feel it. There's just quality in this. So the trilogy of zirconias, 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I'm having it on my thumb like that. 1.96 carats in those, and those are 6x4 millimeter zirconias, Swarovski zirconias, beautiful crafted crystals. Then you have 24 more round cut zirconias. Here, this is where I'm going to use the. Well, see, they got nicer hands than I do. Let her show it. You got your 4 on each shoulder, those parentheses, accentuating your 3 in the center, and then you have even more in a row at the top and the bottom for additional sparkle. This is another 925 sterling silver ring with rhodium overlay. Beautiful trilogy design. I mean, this would have been great as a solitaire. This would have been great just as a solitaire, even without the accents, even without the other 2 flanking it. But we don't stop there. Like I said, when we get carried away, we really get carried away. Every day, low, Shop LC price, $180. But again, you know the drill by now. I'm Casey Ford. This is the live stream. You're going to use Live25 as a discount code at checkout when you put in sold 119 into the chat.
Okay.
Sold 119 into the chat is going to mean that we send you a link in your DMs to click on just to take you to our website so you can browse and look at exactly what I'm seeing here. We have sizes 9 through 14, but after your Live25 discount code, that's going to take this down to $135. Find me anything on the Swarovski website for $135. You might, you're not going to get like a paperweight. You might get like a bookmark with one little Swarovski crystal like in a tassel on the end of it or something like that. I'm making that up. I don't know if that's the thing that they actually have. But your total carat weight on this is 2 carats, 2¼ carats. Amazing sparkle, just a great size in it. And you're not going to find Swarovskis at better prices anywhere else, quite frankly. I'm glad that we partnered. I'm glad that we decided to get bold with our design. Another piece, like I've been saying, this is a men's jewelry presentation. But don't let that scare you off. If you're a woman looking at this and saying that you love that sparkle, you love the way that it glimmers, you love the way that it refracts and splits the light and just gives you a dazzling flash of a show as I try my best to move it around and catch the light in fun and interesting ways for you. But $135.99 for Swarovski crystals, brought to you by J. Francis. Does it get any better than that? Well, maybe it does.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Depends on your opinion. But now I have Ouro Fino Rubellite. Rubellite from the tourmaline family of gemstones. Ouro Fino Rubellite comes from a mine in Brazil at this point, but Rubellite is perhaps the rarest and most sought-after tourmaline of all the tourmalines. And tourmaline is the rainbow gemstone. It comes in a lot of different colors, designs, fashions. I love indicolite. I love Paraiba tourmaline. But Rubellite tends to be the standard bearer for rarity, for desirability. And again, we're back to that octagon cut that we had so many of at the beginning of the show. This one is 18 karat vermeil yellow gold over sterling silver. Your white gemstones on this one are moisanites. Again, man-made gemstone that's taking the world by storm. It's rising in popularity. It's one of those sparkling white gemstones that's causing the market, causing the diamond market, whether earth mined or lab grown, to say, oh, we might not have the margin that we really would like because we have to go down a bit, or else moissanite's gonna get all the business, gonna get all the attention. So again, it's a great competitive time to buy white sparkling gemstones. Do it now. And that's not even the center point. That's not even the focus of the show here. Well, okay, but you do have your halo of moissanites and 2 moissanites, a larger one and a smaller one. Round cut bezel set on each shoulder. Your total gem weight on your moissanites is 28 points across 26 moissanites, and your octagon Ouro Fino Rubellite in the center is a 7x5 millimeter. A 7x5 millimeter octagon cut. Again, beautiful color in it. It's one of the most desirable tourmalines out there in the world, or at least one of the rarest. But it really gives you that. It's a pink, but it's like a deep, rich, radiant pink. But it's kind of a regal pink. I know those words typically don't go together, but it's definitely not something like, I don't even know, well, I'm going to say it anyway, but like a Barbie pink or a bubblegum pink. It's like a little bit of fuchsia in there. There's some maroon almost on the end of that. I know they don't really have it down here, and only the Western New Yorkers might get this, but it's almost a loganberry. It's almost a loganberry color.
I was thinking raspberry.
Yeah, he was thinking raspberry. Do you even know loganberry, Elias?
I've never heard of Logan.
He's never. Yeah, I knew you wouldn't. It's that's a very regional thing, but it's almost a loganberry color. It's a particular thing from Western New York. To any of my Western New Yorker viewers watching, I'm from Tonawanda, New York, so I like to slip in a little bit of a Tonawanda reference here and there when I can. But yeah, beautiful piece, everyday low price, $339.99. Not today. Live25 discount code. You're only paying 75% of the price. That's going to take it down to $254.99. $254.99 for moissanite, for Ouro Fino Rubellite. And actually, this is another one. I would really encourage you to type that sold 119 into the chat, because we have 3 different gemstone options on the website. I don't know if they're going to be the same price,
see real quick.
Yeah, let's see what they are. We have a rubellite version of this ring. We have a Cadmium Zambian Emerald version of this ring. And we have a Tanzanite version of this ring. Wow. I'm so
Emerald is the same price as the Rubellite.
The Emerald and the Rubellite will come in at the same price. Then you have a different one on the Tanzanite. I will let you peruse that at your own will. We have the 9 through 13, or the 9 through 14 sizes in the Ortofino Rubellite. We also have some amazing reviews on this one. From Carlos, who gave it 5 stars. Rubellite ring was better than expected. Beautiful stone, both in clarity and color. Again, I really encourage you to take these home. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee where you can return this. But really, just give it a chance to look at it, read it, see it with your own eyes. What were some of the other reviews, or do we just want to
Yes, here you go.
move along? Francis S. says, 5 stars. Very cool. Well, thank you, Francis. Not all the reviews happen to be essays, and that's fine. Richard H. Very nice. See, we're getting a lot of these 2-word reviews from the men. I know not all men have as many words in them as I do, but that's great. Then we had Charlton. Oh, that's a fancy name, Charlton. He got the Zambian Emerald version of the ring and said it's beautiful and he loves it.
Nice.
Awesome, Charlton. So yes, some of those were reviews for the same ring, but with a different octagon cut gemstone at the center of it. Beautiful piece. Moving on, we are in the final
We're gonna do
15-ish minutes of the show.
our premium Mozambique pink sapphire next.
Mozambique Pink Sapphire. Okay, our second last ring of the show. Then there's only a bangle, 2 watches,
Yes.
and a necklace to go. And some of those we're probably going to, I don't want to say gloss over. I don't like doing that to anything. But for the sake of moving automation that we get to as many pieces as possible, we'll see what we do. We got a whole 12 minutes left to go here. Premium Mozambique Pink Sapphire. This one's a little more petite than some of the other options, but I don't think they all need to be those big honking things that you can use as a paperweight. You can use this as a paperweight too, of course. Premium Mozambique Pink Sapphire and Moissanite. Moissanite making another appearance in the show. As I said, it's taking the world by storm. I'm seeing it in more and more pieces, and I'm seeing it in more and more pieces with fantastic prices. You have a 26 point, so just over 1/4 of a carat. Pink sapphire in the center, oval cut. It's a 5x3 millimeter, and then you have 18 moissanites. 18 moissanites in that shoulder. This one is 18 karat yellow gold vermeil over sterling silver, 925 sterling silver. These sapphires sourced from Mozambique. Again, not all sapphires are blue. That's kind of a common misconception amongst people, but they might ask, is this a ruby? Whoa, what is that gemstone? You get to say it's a sapphire.
Sapphire fire.
It's a really gemmy pink sapphire as well. This is actually a lot deeper and more colorful than I'm used to seeing. A lot of times a pink sapphire, just the way that sapphires, the corundum family of gemstones, tends to take color. Sometimes they're a little more clear, they're a little bit more almost a watered down bubblegum color, but this one's really deeply, richly radiant in its color. Yeah, it's really gemmy. I'm surprised. Rubies are also the corundum family, so when you more or less technically have a red sapphire, what you're actually looking at is a ruby. There is such a thing as a red sapphire, but it's more like red-orange spectrum, where rubies are a little more red-pink spectrum. But this one is so close on that spectrum, I'm almost surprised it wasn't just kind of just call it a ruby, close enough. But we're not really in the business of doing that. We're in the business of bringing you amazing values on jewelry. So wow. This is actually gonna, amongst the rings in the show, this is gonna be your most affordable piece that we've had all afternoon, if I'm not mistaken. And I do not think I am. Everyday low price, $89.99, but not for you, not today. You're going to use that Live 25 discount code, and when you do, that's going to take it down to $67.49. Another, you can be a man and wear this ring, but you don't need to be a man to wear this ring. Take it home, take advantage of that 5x3 millimeter pink sapphire at the center. Take advantage of those 18 round cut moissanites. Take advantage of your 925 sterling silver with the 18 karat yellow gold vermeil coating over it, so that everything that touches your skin is gold. Another finished under gallery piece, bringing you all that detail, all that attention to detail and craftsmanship, all the way home to you, shipped directly from the warehouse that's just about 20 yards to my left. You're going to love that one.
are sold 120.
Excuse me while I take a sip of water there. That one is sold 120. If you want to take advantage of it, it is one of the most affordable pieces of the show. The only I wanted to qualify it with the ring specification as well, though, because I do think our timepieces and our necklace may be a little bit under, but for the sake of a luxurious, beautiful ring, I think that's as low as we can go. But wow, for sapphires to get that, not only under $100, to have anything in the show for under $100 for the quality of men's jewelry, for the larger sizes, for not skimping on that metal weight, but to not only get it under $100, but to get it under $68 at $67.49. Whew.
All right, let's jump into our cuff, and then we'll do a premium lagoon.
Okay, we got the cuff, then we got the ring. Then we'll see if we have what else we potentially have time for or don't have time for. We shall see. Well, this is without a shadow of a doubt, at least metal weight, being a cuff. There's so much silver in this. There's so much silver in this. You know, you make sure you might want to alternate which wrist you put this on, so you don't get one arm too jacked over the other one. It is heavy. It is 25.2. Oh no, that's the carat weight. I thought that was going to be the grammage, and it very well could be. Okay, let me back it up. This gemstone that you see is white buffalo. White buffalo, sourced from Nevada, Tonopah, Nevada, or at least a mine on the outskirts, or well beyond the outskirts. We've got some great documentaries that we sent a crew out there to film with the Ottoson brothers. They are really fun guys. They're really great. This is an American mined, an American source gemstone that we put in some kind of southwestern Americana style cuff bangle. We did a live broadcast from Tonopah, Nevada for Jim Butler Days on Memorial Day weekend this year, and we had a blast. We sent a small crew out there. Such a friendly small town, mining town that used to mine a whole bunch of silver, but most of those mines are mined out at this point. But the Ottoson family, it's a huge family operation that goes out there, goes out into the hills, they blast into there with dynamite, and they find some really cool stuff that has a lot of personality. A lot of these opaques, like your white buffalo, you can just see the personality, and each one's going to be a little bit more unique than the last, and you're going to get the one that you deserve. You're going to get the one that just fate put into your mailbox. But you can see the one on my hand. Okay, just to make sure it matches up. I have that dark banding right there. I've got a lot of dark banding along this side, but then you can look at the one that we took a photograph behind me, where, you know, it has more of a dark slash in the center. It has more of just that, not as graduated, just black. High contrast right there. So you get a lot of personality in these gemstones. That's what I like about the uniqueness of this. And this is where I like to call us a Goldilocks-sized company as well. There are other jewelry companies out there that are smaller, but you know, because they're smaller, they can't show up and buy everything on the table and give you that amazing of a price. Then you have bigger places, but bigger places, they look at the limited amount of supply that you're going to get on a family mined gemstone that's unknown by a lot of people from a community, and they're going to say it's not worth their time. Like, okay, you can only send one 55-gallon drum full of rough. Well, that's not worth anybody's time. We need to be able to sell 10,000 of these, or well, we're the right size, so we can go in. We have enough cash on hand. We're small enough that we can build a relationship and not just send people aside to bring home something that's beautiful. Yeah, there's like a little bit of creamy color along the edge of the one that's in my hands. But just the detail of the metalwork in this as well. I think it's more just the way that the light's hitting the photo behind me, but I'm not seeing that same level of oxidization as a design element, not as a defect, of course. But yes, well, someone's saying... Okay, so the horn-shaped white buffalo gemstones, 20 carats, and then you have 16.5 carats between your 3 oval cuts. So you have the oval to the one side, the oval to the other, and then kind of inside the crook of your horn-shaped, you have that third one, that third oval cut. And those are 7 by 5 millimeter or 14 by 10 millimeter. Loving the scroll work, like I said, just the texture and just the banding. And just, how it's all finished there on the bottom, but still, even though it's an opaque, still leaving a little gap for, if there was an ability for any light to get through, it would. Nice and easy. You got to give it a little bit of a bend, but it goes right over the hand.
I like the design. It kind of reminds me of a cowboy's belt buckle.
Elliot says it reminds him of a cowboy's belt buckle. Sure does. It's saying it's 7 1/4 inches, but really, I'm not gonna. This could be yours, so I'm not gonna go there. But you might need to do a little bit of bending just to make sure it gets to the right contour of your wrist. But I'm not going to do that to what could be your piece. Anyways, for this, even just for the silver weight in this one, I don't believe this price. $329.99 every other day of the week. Not you, not today. Shop LC, Live 25 discount code at checkout, and that's going to bring it down to $247.49. So under $250, and that makes no sense to me for just the silver weight alone. But not just the silver weight, but the silver craftsmanship. I mean, if you just melted the silver down and turned it into a silver ingot, I wouldn't. Most places wouldn't be able to sell you that silver ingot for $247.49. But we're Shop LC. We do whatever we feel like a lot of the time. And because we're the right size, as I said, we get away with it too. We get away with a lot at Shop LC, particularly when we're on the live stream where we started and we're kind of ending, at least from a ring standpoint. We started with a Lagoon Tourmaline, if I'm not mistaken, and we're ending with a Lagoon Tourmaline. Again, my boss looked up at a Lagoon Tourmaline on the screen of the live broadcast just the other day, and she just said, what a beautiful gemstone. And it's so rare for somebody to offer that kind of an opinion, just to say it out loud without being prompted to, just because we're always trying to buy beautiful jewelry all day, every day, it feels like, here at Shop LC. But look, this one, I must have a huge size, because this is fitting on my index finger.
Have a size 12.
I have a size 12. Or I'm seeing a lot of crossed out sizes on the monitor to my side.
High size.
8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10. We don't have the 10.5 all the way through 12. So we got the larger sizes. We're just, I don't even know why it thinks that we would have a 4. That's a tiny ring, and this is not a tiny ring. This is our Rhapsody collection. We went back to our Rhapsody collection. Rhapsody, that means 950 platinum. That means EF color, VS clarity diamonds, the best of the best. Rhapsody isn't just a brand. It is a level of quality. That it is a commitment that we place on ourselves to make sure that we bring you the best things possible out there. Okay, 2.10 carats total gem weight on this one. Another substantial ring. Another great gallery view. Another beautifully finished under gallery that's going to feel so comfortable when you slide it on your finger. Everything that touches your skin is going to be 950 platinum. 950 parts platinum per 1,000. That's really the highest grade that most places are going to do anything with platinum. But just that beautiful color. It's so close to an indicolite to me, but it's not. There's maybe just an eyedropper of kind of a seafoam green also in that color range. Yeah, Piranu Lagoon Tourmaline, we're now calling it. I need to look more into that addition of the Piranu. But Lagoon, obviously, for that very oceanic, kind of sea foamy with blues. But the way that like a little harbor of a lagoon of a region in a tropical area might... Okay, sorry, getting my calculator numbers ready for me as I get there. Because we are basically out of time, but I'm gonna kind of like a soccer match, just kind of go to extra minutes until the referee blows the whistle. Every other day, $3,979.99. But Live 25 is actually going to take just about $1,000 off of that, so you're about to save $1,000 today. $2,984.99. So for under $3,000, you can take home platinum. You can take home high quality diamonds. And that beautiful Lagoon Tourmaline. I mean, when you ask people, like, what's your favorite color? And, like, blue's way up there. But so is green. But this particular shade is just fantastic.
It's a cross of turquoise.
Thank you, Situations Heavy. I see you joined and liked the live from TikTok. I appreciate you for that. Hope you're having a good time. I hope you appreciate this ring here. It really is fabulous. It is part of the Rhapsody collection. It is a very considered purchase.
Sold 126.
And it can be yours. Comment sold 126 if you're watching on Facebook or Instagram. All that means we send you a DM with all the item details that takes it to our website, so you can just continue your purchase from there. No pressure, no obligation. You can see the same item details and look up anything else that you want to look up, or ask me a question. Feel free to type in. Feel free to put anything in the comments. I will do my best to answer. I'll do my best to take care of you on this beautiful afternoon from here in Austin, Texas. Wow. Oh, here's another nice little detail on this one. You got that R in the undergallery for Rhapsody. But again, beautiful ring, beautiful grand finale to the show. Don't miss out on that California Black Jay from before. But it is time for me to sign off. My name is Casey Ford. You've been watching the Shop LC live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm actually going to have 2 shows next week, and that's pretty rare. I'm going to be doing the Thursday afternoon time slot, so 2 to 4 p.m. Central Time, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I think I told them just call it Spooky Savings and give me whatever. Just give me a big old variety so we can celebrate Halloween together. I love spooky season. I love Halloween. I haven't really made up my mind about what I may or may not do for that one. So that's going to be a really fun time. But then on next Friday morning, 10 a.m. to noon or 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be with Monvi, the designer behind the Clarté line, to share with you some of her brand new